Here she is being asked by the BBC about being forced to testify about her family's links to Jeffrey Epstein.
We have no links. We have a very clear record that we've been willing to talk about, which my husband has said. He took some rides on the airplane for his charitable work.
Okay. Clinton was then asked if she ever met Jeffrey Epstein.
I don't recall ever meeting him.
Did you ever meet Ghislaine Maxwell?
I did on a few occasions, and thousands of people go to the Clinton Global Initiative. So,
well, actually, Ghislaine Maxwell wasn't one of the thousands of people who go to the Clinton Global Initiative. The New York Times reporting last week that Ghislaine Maxwell played a major role in the launch of the Clinton Global Initiative. In fact, Maxwell, according to the New York Times, cut a check for $1 million in 2004 to pay the publicity firm that arranged the 2005 launch party for the Clinton Global Initiative. And yes, that's a picture from the Epstein files of Bill Clinton swimming somewhere with Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. And Jeffrey Epstein visited the White House something like 17 times during the first 2 years of the Clinton administration. So, again, Clintons have nothing to do with this, but not easy being married to Bill Clinton. So Hillary and Bill didn't want to testify next week, but there's no doubt Congress would have held them in contempt, which means Pam Bondi would have been prosecuting them. So here is more from the BBC interview. And again, there's a paywall for the BBC. It's like, I think it's like $5 a month. You cannot get, there's nothing better than the BBC. If you're an American, you should subscribe. You should pay for the Associated Press. You should pay for the BBC. Here is Hillary on being forced to testify.
If they're going to have me testify, I would prefer to do it in public because I want everybody to see it at the same time.
Okay. I love this picture of Hillary. Some of you might remember this picture of Hillary being dragged before the House Select Committee investigating the attack on Benghazi. Remember this? For 11 hours on October 22nd, 2015, Hillary Clinton, then a candidate for president, was grilled by Republicans in what was nothing more than political theater that completely backfired because that 11 hours of testimony ended up proving Hillary was smarter than everyone in the room combined and had more stamina than everyone in the room combined. It's why she won the popular vote. And this is why Jim Comer doesn't want to televise her testimony. I don't know what Bill is going to be like, but Hillary is so much smarter than Bill. And I don't think it's going to be pretty watching her testify before the House Oversight Committee. Here is Hillary Clinton, again, from her BBC interview, which I recommend you go watch it. Here's Hillary Clinton talking about her plans for next week's testimony.
If I have to do it behind closed doors, they're not going to like what I have to say because I have very strong opinions about what it is they're hiding and who they are protecting.
So what are they hiding, Hillary? More from Hillary Clinton's interview with the BBC.
Get the files out. They are slow walking it. They are redacting the names of men who are in it. They are stonewalling legitimate requests from members of Congress. That has nothing to do with us. Something is going on. They know it. I know it.
Okay, what's going on? What are you getting at?
Let's be very clear here. According to what we now know, Mr. Trump, President Trump, is mentioned, some say, 1 million times in the files.
I think she's angry. I don't think it's 1 million times, but close. Here is the great, so let me follow up. You should watch the BBC interview with Hillary Clinton. So let me follow up on this. It's not 1 million times that he's mentioned, but he is mentioned thousands and thousands of times in the Epstein files that we know of. They're like something like maybe 6 million documents, and Bondi's only released maybe a third of them. So here is the great California House Democrat, Ted Lieu, who sits on the House Judiciary Committee. He explained earlier this month why Republicans are desperate for the Clintons to testify. He spells it all out. This is like incredible, and I can't believe it's not the top story in America. Now, Ted Lieu graduated magna cum laude from Georgetown Law School. I believe he was editor of the Law Review there. He was the cream of the crop at Georgetown Law. I think he was editor of the Law Review. He served 21 years in the Air Force. He was a JAG officer. Plus, and most importantly, he was Howie Klein's favorite member of Congress. Howie Klein loved Ted Lieu. And I had Congressman Lieu on my show back when he served in the California State House, right after his bill to outlaw gay reparation therapy was passed. He got gay reparation therapy banned in the state of California. He is a great man. Here is Ted Lieu explaining earlier this month why Jim Comer, Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee, is desperate to get the Clintons to testify.
Why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children.
Okay. If Ted Lieu is saying this, it's pretty amazing. So, you might remember last week's testimony that Pam Bondi gave before the House Judiciary Committee, where she had this outburst.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
Okay, so now I'm going to play the whole clip that prompted that outburst.
Former Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files.
I'm reclaiming my time. I got your answer. You said there's no evidence.
President Trump asked
Mr. Chairman, please stop the clock.
Sign the legislation. This is
time
belongs to the gentleman from California.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center, because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of crime. I'm showing you. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop the limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness immediately. Epstein should rot in hell, so should the men who patronized his operation. And as we sit here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims, and you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you. If you had any decency, you would resign right after this hearing concludes.
The gentleman has expired.
I'm David Feldman, reminding you to stay strong and protect the weak. Thank you for listening.